Welcome back, y'all. So I'm gonna make a little short video on how I converted my 24X 1X Holley harness over to a 58X 4X engine. All you really have to do is, first off, you get the Gen 4 sensors. Here's the part number for the crank sensor I got on Amazon. It's supposed to be a gray sensor. They changed it black, but it's the same one. It works. There's mixed reviews, so I don't know how long it's going to last. Hopefully it will. And then I ended up getting the Delphi sensor because it was a little bit cheaper for the cam. I don't have a part number on here, I don't think, or I might. Okay, yeah, there's a part number right there. As far as the crank sensor wiring goes on the plug, I'm sorry, it's already plugged up. I've already started wrapping this back up, but you don't have to change the pin out on the plug itself for the crankshaft sensor. You leave it just the way it is. On the cam sensor, you have to swap the outer pins, pin A and C. The colors aren't changed because I didn't depin it. I cut it because I had to extend it, so the wires are swapped within what I extended here. And for whatever reason, between the 1X and the 4X cam sensor, the voltage and signal wires are swapped back and forth, and your middle one's going to be your ground. So the 24X sensors run off of 12 volts. The 58X sensors run off of 5 volts. One way you can do it, you can go to the plugs that plug into the ECU itself, and you can depin the wire that goes to these sensors and swap it with another wire that's a 5 volt reference. I remember that the one you want to swap it with was pin A26, and I think it's the map sensor power feed. But what I did, because I couldn't get the connector apart without messing it up, is I just took my map sensor wire, which I wasn't using because I'm using the 1-bar internal map in the ECU itself, and I just took the 5 volts from that plug and I spliced 2 wires in, and I've got one going to the cam sensor and one going to the crank sensor. Wired that up to it and it started no problems. So that was cool. There wasn't a lot of good solid information online saying that it would actually work. I saw Holley's video on how to convert 58 over to 24, and even in the comments Holley was saying that the easiest way would be to change the trigger wheel out and stuff. No, it's not. So that's cool that it actually worked out this way. I was kind of surprised. I was just kind of going on a whim, and it's my fault because I didn't do enough research beforehand. I thought it was just swapping a couple pins out, but really not that much more work. You just got to change the 12 volt reference to 5 volts, which ended up being pretty easy, and it worked. That's cool because I already got the motor and started building it and everything before I realized that that wasn't all I had to do. So, you know, if you started out with a Gen 3 motor like I did, and you upgraded to a Gen 4 motor, it's really easy to do this. And as far as like running, you know, a couple different sensors off of that one 5 volt wire on the map sensor, it's not really a big deal. I kind of researched it, and it's just power to the sensor itself, so it's not like it's drawing a lot off of it. So it should be fine. Only time would tell, but I don't think I'll have any problems out of that. So I just want to make a short little video on how to do this, since I couldn't find any good information on it, and hopefully this helps someone. But as always, I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.